Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I do on my weekends too. Nothing like a 7 a.m. ice skating practice. The things we do for our children. Again, outstanding. Still a 10 out of 10. Well, 9 out of 10 since I can't get the last piece of corn. What's guys, some of this? It was a long day today. It started off around 6 a.m. going to take the offsprings to ice skating. And it was good. It was fun. They still need to practice more. There was some kids that were just natural, but my two boys are strong, but lacking in some athletic abilities. I mean, they're really good at kendo, they're really good at sword fighting, but ice skating may not be their forte. But it was fun nonetheless. I tried to get my corn soup while I was out there, and man, it's good. And I figured out why I couldn't get the corn out from the bottom, and I guess you have to try to eat the corn first and then drink it. It should have made sense earlier to me, but you live and learn. Today's snack is, we'll start off with snacks. It's not something you normally buy for yourself. This is usually given or it's something you give. It's rare for me to buy these for my own enjoyment. It's these little guys. They're osembe, and they're cute and all, but they're really hard. Really, really hard. Like it feels like it was 3D printed. But these are, I don't know. You find them every time you go to a get together or there's snacks or something available. You always find these things, and they're super hard and they're kind of addicting. They're not particularly delicious. I would rank them actually pretty low, but they are filling and they are something to chew on while you're talking or while you're drinking. And listen, they're really, really hard. Nothing on the inside. They're just deep fried, crusted um, rice crackers. And the reason that I mentioned this is because there's going to be a time, not when you buy them for yourself or you're looking or shopping, but you might come across these at the certain get-togethers and parties, or you get offered them when you go visit someone's house and they give you tea and these. Don't don't be put off by them. They're not terrible. They're just not sweet or have any real flavor to them. They're real mild. It's a real mild taste. So if you do get offered them, and they are hard as a stone, don't be surprised. They're actually not bad. Again, they're just really hard. So I just want to avoid an embarrassment or coming off as rude. If you get offered these, please enjoy, partake. Don't worry about you're not going to break too many teeth on these. And at least try one. So as far as that snack goes, it's like a solid 5. It's like a not something you'd go out of your way to try to find, but if they're available, they're nice to chew on. Like crackers. You wouldn't give a saltine crackers a 10 for no reason. They're nice when they're there, but you don't always go out of your way to get them. And I'm talking about just a cracker, just a saltine cracker with nothing else on it. Now, today's print was a replacement for this out pretty well. This is what I came out with. And this is going to hold my ESCs, and which are these guys, and the little servo tester up front. Or I thought about leaving the ESCs in this one and just molding it so that it doesn't touch the tire anymore, and putting the servo tester in here with the solar panel on top and a little battery to keep it powered on the top part. So those are my two options. I like both options actually. One, because I do want to start utilizing more solar cells, and I need a base to put them on. and two, because that the servo tester, it's not there's Arduino chips that could do the same thing, but this servo tester needs a power source for it to work. So I have to keep a battery connected to it. It doesn't drain much battery at all. I haven't charged the battery it has on it, and it's been running for a long time. So I want to put a battery in it, and I don't want to think about it again. So I want to connect it, put a solar panel on it, and that slow charge will be enough to keep it going for until the battery is just rots away, or until some wiring needs to be readjusted. So that's where I'm at today. My day was early. I'm really tired. I saw a lot of weird stuff on the subway. I'm going to share that with you. Japan has a really creative marketing. They have ideas on how to promote objects in the most obscured ways, and I really enjoy it though. It's a challenge trying to figure out what the commercial is about until the logo comes on, or until sometimes the commercial ends and you have no clue what it was about. But I like that about Japan. I'm sure more things are going to be posted online as we get closer to the Olympics. And the skating ring we actually went to is right across from one of the new stadiums they're building, and it's huge, ginormous stadium, which makes me happy because it's not far from where I live. It's actually like 4 stations, which is about 15 minutes ride. So I'm really happy how close I am to everything. Hopefully when the Olympic comes around, I'll have a spare room I can rent out to anyone curious about, anyone who wants to stay out here for a short term. I'm going to keep it short today. I'm going to add the video of this printing at the end. It only took, well, it did take about 2 hours. And I'm not this pleased with it, but I could be happier. So this is okay for now. I thought of an idea for the top of the motor. So for these, we might ditch everything and put 3D print using flexible filament, which is it's almost like rubber, and see how long that lasts. Because I've heard of skateboard wheels being printed out in that, and I think that would be a good way of go about putting something on top of this that isn't going to destroy itself the faster it spins. Because yesterday's 15,000 RPM was a clear indicator that we either need to gear it down, or we need to find something, because as this is only going to last me a month before it completely wears down, and I'd like to have it last longer than that. So my extruder might be good enough to handle flexible filament, and the thing is about the flexible filament is that, like, the PLA is hard, so when it gets pushed, it goes through no problem. Even if there's a gap, it's so stiff that it'll still go through. But flexible, it'll bend. So when it's being pushed in, it's easy to bend at if there's any gap between the gear that's pushing and the guide. So I might have to 3D print something for the extruder so that it works better with flexible filament. And if it works with flexible filament, it should work with any other filament as well. So once I made those upgrades, it should still work with the regular PLA. That's something I'm looking into. I'm going to check out some brands, what type of flexible filaments are available to me, and go from there. Alright, that's it for me tonight. Thank you very much for coming. Have a good night.